Hey, Tony here at Random Adventures 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where we're at right now, we're in Pennsylvania. We're in Maryland. We're in Virginia. We're in North Carolina. All right, so we got to the state that we're planning on being in. I'm down for a hammock event, but it's not for a couple days yet. So I came down a little early to get a video in. What are we doing? Well, I have no clue yet. We just got to North Carolina. We got a couple more hours to drive, so I will see you once I figure out what we're doing. All right, if you're ready, buckle up. Here we go. All right, we're back, and I think I figured out what we're gonna do tonight. So we're on I-95. We are heading down south into North Carolina. We're about an hour and a half south of where we were on the last rest area. But where are we at now? Well, we're I-95. This is Nash County rest area. So we're at our 5th rest area today, and I'm thinking we're gonna stay here for the night. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of cars running in and out of here, man. Rest areas are busy. Cars just pull in. People run into the bathroom or walk really fast. Then they get back in their cars. Some people just switch drivers and head on out. But I found this spot right on the corner, and right across from me is the rest area. So I'm going to go in and use the facility because it's been a while. But I did stop at Walmart off of I-95 because I need something to eat tonight. So we're going to cook something out of the back of the car. We're going to spend the whole night here. Alrighty. I got to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I do. So we've got the sun going down, and it's going to be setting early, about 4:30 or 4:45 today. So let me get on in here, and I'll be right back with you. So we're still in North Carolina because that's where we're having the event at. So I am going to the North Carolina Hammock Hangers event. I've been to the Woolly Swamp one in the spring, usually. Never been to their fall one, but that's where we're headed today. So I'm walking over here to this vending area, kind of look to see what they got. Not that I'm going to buy anything, but I just wanted to check it out quick. We got Pepsi machines, all kinds of sodas. Ooh, we got coffee right there, some Gatorade, and a lot of snacks. So most of your vending machines and rest stops, pretty much in every state that I've seen, usually has a pretty good selection of vending stuff. But yeah, so we've got picnic tables. In fact, there's picnic tables right behind where I'm parked. And I decided to pull over in the far area over there, far enough away. I think I'm on the very last parking spot in there. So cars are on the back side, and then we got tractor trailers on the other side here. And they're already lining up. Yeah, maybe we'll just walk around here real quick. Really nice. North Carolina is, I love seeing all the big pines and everything, but that's going to get filled up tonight. In fact, a lot of the areas on rest areas, once it starts getting dark or pretty late, they start filling up and pulling in. And you see them on the on-ramps, the off-ramps, all the way out through because they're, I guess you're only allowed to drive so far. But what did I get for dinner? Well, I got a couple things because I need food for this weekend as well. I think they're cooking soup, going to have a soup competition down here at the hammock event. But I don't eat soup unless it's bone broth. But I am going to have burger, and I brought some ribeye. So I'm going to have a ribeye tonight. I picked that out. Pretty nice. I gotta stretch my legs. That was an 8.5-hour ride from where I live to get here, but I'm just scoping the area out a little bit, seeing some really nice pines to hang a hammock on. Yeah, it looks like usually there's a fence that goes around all of your rest areas, so you can't really get into the woods. I haven't really seen any that you could get behind and go into the woods. Looks like they're doing some work here, but man, the cars are just in and out, in and out. That's how it's going to be all night long. Yeah, one thing about a rest area is because people are in and out so quick, they're just here to use the restroom or just to eat something, get a snack, and then get back on the road. The cars turn over very quick, so nobody ever really notices if you're there longer because they want to get back on the road and get to where they're going. So I think we'll be okay. But as you can see, I parked over here in the corner. I didn't do a very good park job. Maybe I'll have to straighten that out after a little while. Yeah, my backing up wasn't doing so good. Yeah, but you can see hey, at least I'm inside the lines, right? All right, there's the Scooby-Doo, and we got a little bit of steps down here. I think that tree is crepe myrtle. Let me know in the comments if that's what that is. I know down south here, crepe myrtle's a really nice flowering tree in the spring. It's nice smooth bark there. But we got a picnic table down there, got a trash can. So if I got anything to throw away, I can throw it away. Now, keep pets on leash, according to the sign there. Well, that's a good idea, and I'm gonna say right now we're gonna watch walking in the grass because I definitely don't want to step anything for the night because I gotta sleep in the car tonight. Yeah, you can see back here there is a fence that runs the whole way around it. If there was an opening in the fence, I'd go get my hammock and pull my hammock out and find a couple trees to hang in. Yeah, they kind of do that to keep deer and stuff like that, or wild animals from coming in and running out on the highway. But that's some nice looking woods there. Yeah, so when I left this morning, it was 27 degrees. And we pulled out at 5:30 in the morning, and it's been chilly. But it's 62 degrees down here in North Carolina right now, so I'm not complaining. It is supposed to get down to 33 tonight, but it's supposed to warm up on Saturday, so that's a couple days away. Oh, look. No, I thought there was no fencing here, but yeah, I can see the fence down there. So there's a little drop off here. Can't sneak through there. Fence goes. It looks like there's a field back there. Yeah. Oh well. But there's a quick look back. Oh, I better be watching where I step. I didn't think of that. There was a couple dogs down here when I first pulled in. They were being walked and exercised around. Let's walk over here real quick. Yeah, so these pine trees, man, I love seeing these things. Just this bark, just so big. You can see how contoured it is. Yeah, it's good looking pines. It's a long needle pine. I don't know what kind it is. I don't think we got ponderosa pines out here, but man, I miss ponderosa pines from back in Colorado when I was out there. Oh, we got a sign here. So I did not see any signs. Let's see what this says. Pet exercise area. Oh, if it's an exercise area, why is he sitting down? So I have no clue. I should have had him standing up on a leash. Oh, it feels good to walk around. Like I said, I only stopped once for fuel, and that was at a Love's truck stop. I got my second cup of coffee for the morning. I went to Turkey Hill right out of the gate this morning while I was heading out to the, Route 81, to get on that and start heading towards Harrisburg. I stopped at Turkey Hill. I have coffee at Turkey Hill in Elysburg every morning, but I hit a different one this morning, got an extra large cup of coffee, and then headed down on the road. And the first time I talked to you was in Pennsylvania, rest area outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Then we made it all the way down, hit the one in Maryland, then Virginia, and then North Carolina. And this is our second one in North Carolina. All right, well, I'm all walked around enough, so I'm gonna go back and sit in the car for a little bit because we gotta let that sun go down a little bit before we start cooking. There's a guy walking around emptying the trash. He's a worker here, and I don't know if it's the white car, but that white car on the other side of that gray car, that's been here the whole time that I've been here. That one and also this black one here. And there are two people inside working. I don't know when they leave, but this is interesting. So I'll have to kind of keep an eye on those two vehicles. Yeah, lots of cars coming and going. Yep, one at a time. They're just coming and going. It's going to be a busy night. Yeah, it is. Well, I think with the sun going down, we need to pop that hatch and get on out of here and get our steak cooked. So, how am I cooking it? Well, got to dig that out. Oh. Yeah, it's down below those trees. So let me get my cooking apparatus out. So how are we cooking this? Like I said, we're going to do something a little different. I have got a George Foreman that we are going to cook our steak on. Whoa, look at that. So we're going to do that right on our table. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up, get it all fired up. And I got to get the steak out of there. Oh, wait till you see this steak. So Walmart had quite a few of them, and I found two that had like a ton of fat. Oh, and you know me, I like the fat. So we're gonna see how this works. Let's see, this, that, the other thing. I have got my tray. So yeah, this is a little tray that goes right in the front here. That's what catches the grease. So we're going to need that because it's going to be greasy, I think. Anyhow. So we got our paper towels. Oh, I got to hurry. The sun's going down. So Miss 2.0, she got me some cutting boards. She bought a pack of 5. I think she got these at Walmart. But she says, you might want one of those. Because I was telling her that my cousin Vinny, who built the table, he saw me cut a steak. The one time I cut a steak right on the cutting board, he's like, oh, you scratched it. I was like, whoops. Yeah, I did. So I'm going to use the cutting board here. Go ahead and put that underneath the George Foreman so that when it's all done, we can move that out of the way and give our steak a good cut. Oh, let's get that steak out. Alrighty. So we've got a ribeye steak. So there you go. Yummy. Look at that fat on there. And this is 1.14 pounds. Let's see. Price $14.87 a pound. That's pretty good. So it's an Angus beef ribeye steak. So we got that. I got paper towels to sop up any juice that runs out when I open it up. And how we opening it? Well, I gotta look for something. Oh, get the knife out. Yeah, so this is a knife from Rick Whitson. Thank you very much, Rick. This is a SR1 light knife. So we're gonna use that to cut our steak open. And then I gotta get the AC on. Oh, yeah. So with that, we just want to hit this button and that'll activate all 4 of these. And once it's activated, you can see the red light came on. That's when it turns green, that's when we want to stick our steak on. So I'm going to finish getting this ready before we throw that on there, because that's heating up quick. Yeah, we're using 722 watts. Right now, we're at 97%. One of the cool things about this George Foreman is with the power bank, I tested it out the other night. So it'll draw like 740 watts until the green light goes on. Once it gets up to heat, then it drops to 0 and only calls for electric if it needs it. It just turned green, so we're gonna throw that on there now. Okay, it's just gonna fit. We'll give that a push down. Now it went back to red. We're gonna wait for it to turn green. And one of the nice things is that this George Foreman is gonna cook both sides at the same time. All right, so we're gonna let that cook a while. I'm gonna clean this up. I'll walk this over and throw it away in the trash can, since we got a trash can so close. All right, we still got the red light up there, but I'm gonna give us a quick peek. Oh, look at that. Oh man, it's hanging out over the edge. I might have to flip that, and I'll do that in a little while, get that back end cooked a little bit. We got the green light on, so I am gonna prop this up. Now, I got these little tongs I use, so I am just gonna flip this so that that back side gets a little bit more pressure. Ooh, that looks good. Now, I do have my GPS. I do have that Texas Roadhouse stuff still, but I do have my GPS right over here. I'm gonna get this going a little bit longer, and then I'll put that on there. Yeah, so this is our garlic, pepper, and salt GPS. So we got that out. We're gonna break these down, and I think I'm gonna put that on there for the last couple minutes while we're making that steak. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is our garlic. So I like some garlic. So I don't know what kind of spices you use, but my go-to is garlic, pepper, and salt. I call that GPS, and it always is good. So garlic, then we got our black pepper. Get some black pepper on there. And then the last thing I'm going to throw on here is our salt. And I like a lot of salt. And now this is that Malden's flake salt. Some good stuff. Very salty. Now I'll be adding way more salt than this after a while, once I get this going. Oh, you can really smell that garlic. I'll be having a line out here, but people don't stay long at rest areas, so anybody that saw me getting this steak out for the first time, they're probably 15 miles down the road by now. All right, we're almost done. We got this finishing up just in time. You can see the lights came on over there on the rest area. So a lot of the parking lot lights as well. And it looks like I got a LED light right above me there. All right, that'll be good. Okay, it looks like we're down to 88%. The big reveal, I think we're done. Oh, would you look at that. Yum. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the AC off. Alrighty, we're off. Now I am gonna get that off of there. I got our little grease spot right here. I'm gonna move this to the side. Oh, we spilled a little. That's okay, because we're gonna get lots of juices on here. Get that off, let that rest. Oh, very good. And while we're letting that rest, I'm just gonna slide this paper down these grooves. Yeah, this is non-stick, which is really nice. Cleans up very easy. Then we let it cool off and we pack it back away. But I think we're gonna eat our steak before this thing cools off. Yeah. Oh, yum. A little bit of flavor left on there for the next time. Perfect. So I moved the George Foreman down onto the sidewalk there. I'm going to put a little bit more of this Malden's salt on there, so while it's sitting there resting, it kind of soaks the juice back into it before we cut into our first bite. Oh, yum. So definitely a lot of salt. And some people might say, Tony, you're going to get high blood pressure because there's so much salt. Well, I had a doctor's appointment the other day, and my blood test was great, and my doctor said, you know, your sodium's a little low, so eat more salt. When's the doctor ever told you to eat more salt, right? So I know I'm going to get a lot of comments. Man, Tony, you put too much salt on there. Oh, well. He's a leaving. Okay. All right. I think we give it a couple more minutes and then give our first cut. Okay, you ready? So I'm just going to give a real quick cut right across the middle so we can look at the inside. The big reveal. How did we do? Look at that. I got it a little bit more than I like it. I like it closer to moo than that, but hey, beggars can't be choosy, right? Okay, we're gonna give our first cut into this steak. Oh. Now, I went for that tip, that one end. There you go. Doesn't that look amazing? So I love this piece because it's the point. It's got so much balance of fat and steak. Love it. All right, how's it taste? I'll let you know here in a second. Oh boy. That's amazing. Yum. Very good. Definitely has a 2.0 approval. That's a great ribeye, cooked on the George Foreman in the back of the car at a rest area. Yum. So I'm going to work on this, and I will talk to you once I'm all done with it and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this up into some bite-sized pieces. Sit here and enjoy my steak, and then I will talk to you as soon as we're done. Yum. And I think I'll just sit here and watch the cars come and go. Cheers. Well, not much action. I've been sitting here for about an hour and a half. I got all cleaned up in the back of the car a while ago, and then I was just sitting on the back with the hatch open. Cool breeze is blowing, that's for sure. So it is definitely dropping in temperature since that sun went down earlier. But I'm thinking I'm gonna walk on over to the restroom and then just keep hanging out. I do have a little while before I climb in the back and go to sleep. If you notice that white van right over there, that's been here ever since right before I started cooking my steak. But it's, I think it's gonna be a neighbor for the night. We got some tractor trailers pulling in way over there and some leaving. But that black car, that was one of the workers. It was on the end spot right over there. That one left, but you can see the white car is still over there. But we've had a lot of action, cars coming in, going, stopping in there and running on out that way. But it's been pretty quiet for the most part, just a lot of cars. All right, let me get in here to the restroom again and then go hang out at the car. All right, we're gonna walk out the front. Oh, there's not as many tractor trailers as I thought there'd be. It'll be filling up later. There goes one down I-95 now. But yeah, there was more earlier. Maybe it'll be coming later. Yeah, this is a nice rest stop. North Carolina's got some nice clean bathrooms and stuff. And it's nice when you're camping somewhere where you got a bathroom to use 24/7. All right, well, I will see you back in the car. When I get there, I'm gonna take a little walk again, because I gotta walk that big old ribeye off. I'm stuffed. Yeah, I am. Yeah, that worker we saw earlier, he was gathering up all these trash bags, so they'll probably be coming to get those sometime tonight. And I did not fix the car, so it's still the same way that it was. A little heavy on the one side, the driver's side, but that'll be fine. Yeah, like I said, we got a little street light right there, but with my windows all blacked out, it's not gonna bother me at all. Well, now let's just sit here and relax. And I'll talk to you before I go to bed. I'll be crawling in the back, but for now, oh man, I am full. Oh boy. Okay, one last look around. So it is 11:30. I'm getting ready to crawl in the back. I've got to open up the hatch here, but there are some more cars that pulled in, some other people, I believe, staying overnight. We've got two vans now next to us, and there's a car over there, and we got a camper with a trailer on it that's been here for quite a while, and then that black truck with the trailer just pulled in. So I'm going to go ahead and crawl in the back here, pop the hatch, and call it a night. So I do have the Olight bulb already on in there. So let me go ahead and climb in here and then close the hatch, and then I'll say good night. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you, this back of this car, this is so comfortable. I love this thing. So this is a Subaru 2017. I got 183,000 miles on it. And it works like a champ. Go ahead and give that a close. So, paracord runs across here. Oh, there's two flies. I brought some flies all the way down from Pennsylvania. I've been trying to get rid of them all day. I want to leave them in North Carolina. Hopefully they get out of the car. Hate flies. One of the things about flies is, like, you can open up a door, shoo them out, or roll down a window, shoo them out. by the time you get the window back up or the door closed, they're back in the car again. It's a rough one. Guys, days are numbered. All right, well, this has been a pretty eventful day. A lot of driving, so I am tired. Like I said, I'm just hanging out here for the last couple hours. After that big old steak, I think I digested it quite a bit, but you know what we say, it's time for bed. So, good night, lights out. All right, see you in the morning. Good night. We are hot and heavy this morning. A lot of cars. People using the rest stop for a rest stop. Well, good morning. All right, well, I'm gonna get up, and I actually don't have anything to do today. Tomorrow, the event starts, so I got another day. So I'm just gonna lounge around, but should I go back to bed? Nah. All right, it's time to get up. Let me get my keys off of here and get this day started. Hatch up. Well, I did use my top quilt, so I got that on. And I do have a knit cap on because it got pretty chilly last night. So I think I am going to continue to wear that because it's a little chilly out this morning. Oh. Whew. Time to stretch. Yeah. Oh, should I have coffee? I know I'm not hungry because I ate that big old steak last night, and it's only 7:45, so I don't think I'm going to eat this morning, but I do want a cup of coffee. I might have a little snack or something, though. I'll show you that when I get it out. All right, well, let me get the table out and get some coffee made. Yeah, definitely going to leave my hat on for a little while. So it's not supposed to be full sun today, so it's going to be partly cloudy. Hopefully those clouds burn off this morning. We get the sun back out a little bit, warm this place up. All right, get this water started. Burner going. But how did I sleep? I slept pretty good. Yeah, you can't hear much traffic when you're inside, sitting in the car or laying in the car. Can't hear much at all, but it died down pretty good last night. I didn't hear really that many cars. I did have to get up and use the facilities, which was a good thing. So I walked on over there, didn't bring my camera, didn't bring you along because you were sleeping. Didn't want to wake you up. This will just take a few minutes. We'll get that boiling. And what kind of coffee am I having this morning? Well, I am having one of my Black Rifle coffees. It's just going to be an instant coffee. I do have creamer, well, heavy whipping cream in there somewhere. Yeah, it is. And then, oh, I got to get that other thing out too. So we got heavy whipping cream. I got that at Aldi's the other day. Yep. You know, a lot of grocery stores will have heavy whipping cream, like $6 for this size. What is this? Is that a quart? Yeah, I think so. But they will have over $6. Aldi's Usually I get it for like $3.40 or something like that. This one was $2.85. So I looked at it quick and said, "Is that expired?" Nope. Good to January 13th. All right. Well, I think we're almost there. And, all right. Well, I will bring you back once I'm ready to drink my coffee. Ooh, got to get that other thing out of the refrigerator too. What are we having for breakfast? Well, I'll show you. She's just steaming. Give that a turn off. Remove our water. So like I said, I don't have much to do today. So the event starts tomorrow. Well, actually it's Saturday and Sunday, but you can get there Friday. I'm getting there Friday. And my buddy Hammock Mountain is coming over as well. He's going to get there Friday night about 10:30. I told him I'd save him a spot. And what are we having for breakfast? Let me get the good old bag out here. I have a big old slab of bacon in here, not cut up at all. But what are we having? Because I just need something light for a little bit of energy. We are going to have coffee and Kerrygold butter. So there's our stick of butter we've been gnawing on for a couple days. So salute, cheers, good morning. First sip of coffee. Now that's a good cup of coffee. Yeah, it is. All right. Well, so some of you may have seen me do this before. Some of you may be new to this, but there's nothing like, or there's nothing better than butter for breakfast. First bite. That's some good butter. All right, well, I'm gonna sit here, enjoy my coffee and my butter, and then we'll figure out what we're doing today. I'm not gonna bring you along all day long. I don't even know if I'm gonna bring you along much after this, but I will talk to you in a minute. Well, I'm just thinking about it a little bit. I think I am going to go scout around for a little while because I will be coming back to this area another time. So if I can find something to do a camp at, so I've got a day to scout. So I'm going scouting. I'm going to clean this stuff up and get on out of here. I do want to say thanks a lot for coming along on this random adventure. I had no clue what we were going to do for a video, but I headed down to North Carolina here a day early so we could figure something out. Well, I do want to say I appreciate you coming along. I appreciate you watching all the videos. And I just started a podcast on the channel. It's the last 10 stealth camping, car camping videos. And one of the things that you can do on the podcast is you can go onto the podcast, hit it, and play all 10 videos. I talk a lot, so you'll be able to listen to it when you're driving or anything like that, because it's also on YouTube Music, those 10 videos. We'll see how it works. I might add more, but it's titled like episode 1 or season 1, episode 1, but there's 10 videos. I'll be adding more to it. as we go along, so that if you like to listen to it on a podcast, you can certainly do that without watching me and say, I don't want to see that guy. I just want to hear him. All right. Well, check that out. I'll probably link that at the end of this video. Oh, no, I can't. Maybe I will. I don't know. It's not going to be on this one because I'm on the road. I can't edit like I usually do for the description and end screen and stuff. So I am going to get on out of here, finish my coffee. Salute. Thanks a lot for coming along again. Appreciate it. And it's because of you that I can do this. So thanks a lot for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribers don't matter much anymore, they say. It's all about views, so tell your friends. All right, well, Tony 2.0, thanks for coming along on this adventure. Out. But I am going to sit here for a little bit longer. All right, take care. See ya.